just feel like it can be very stressful. It takes the power away from you. It puts the power into something else. And that's not what I want. That's not what I want for you guys. Hey, my conscious creators. My name is 𝗘𝗫𝗣𝗟𝗏, and I am here to help you consciously create the life that you want. So let's get straight into the video. So, law of attraction or law of assumption, right? So for me personally, my channel is, I talk about the law of assumption. I even just call it the law, because that's what I believe it to be. It's just the law. But it'd be a bit weird if I just name my videos that or whatever. But I'm going to talk about some of the issues that I have with the law of attraction, and why for me, like, it just ain't it, sis. I'm not into that. Anyway, so with the law of attraction, so when I first learned about manifesting, I learned about it as the law of attraction, speaking things into existence, etc., etc. And I feel like, for me personally, one of the issues with the law of attraction that I had, and that I don't really like, is the fact that, one, I think it's heavily based on the fact that techniques manifest for you, and by doing that particular technique, that is why and that is how you're going to manifest. And then also there's the situation of, or the concept that it is something outside of you, be it the universe or whatever, that is deciding that you can or you cannot have this particular thing, deciding that you are worthy for this particular thing, deciding that it's time for you to have this particular thing. And for me, I don't like that idea of like the power being outside of me. And for me also, when I first like learned about manifesting, all that kind of stuff, it was very stressful, because I feel like with the law of attraction, it's very much about like high vibes, positivity. You need to do this particular technique. You have to like, this particular technique is what's going to manifest for you, etc., etc. So for me, with the law and the law of assumption, it's around understanding that it's just your thoughts that create your reality. There's nothing outside of you deciding it for you. There's nothing outside of you that's gonna tell you or, you know, decide that you are now worthy for this particular thing. With the law of assumption, it's just about your thoughts. It's just about that your thoughts create your reality, and it's all about what you focus on and what you persist in your mind that you will then experience. So where the law of attraction is very, for me anyway, it's very heavily technique based, and you need to do this particular technique to get this thing, and you need to do that, and you have to do it like twice a day, you need to do it for this amount of time, you need to whatever. When it comes to the law of assumption, it's not about techniques. It's not about, there's no like, the technique itself does not manifest for you. Yes, the technique is there to help you, and if you are someone that just feels more naturally drawn to doing particular techniques or whatever, then of course do that. But ultimately, it's your belief that by you doing this certain thing, that you are going to manifest that particular thing. That is what manifests. It's not the technique itself. And also when it comes to that particular technique, so with the law of assumption or the law, you're told, and you come to realize and you come to understand that it's just your thoughts that manifest. Your thoughts create your reality, and what you focus on, in your thoughts, you will then experience. And for me, like, that is exactly what a technique is doing. A technique is just allowing you to get really focus on what it is that you want. You're spending your 10 minutes a day, or your twice a day, or your 3 times a day, or whatever other techniques people will talk about and teach people about. You're spending that particular time focusing your thoughts on that thing. And I think another thing with the law of attraction is you're always told to be high vibe, positivity, whatever. So when you're going throughout your day and you're thinking about that particular thing, you're thinking good thoughts, you're focusing on like good things about it, etc. And with the law of attraction, because you believe it's the technique, you think, okay, I did this technique, like this is what manifested for me, when really what I teach and what I believe to be true, etc., it's about your thoughts. The fact that you've spent your whole day thinking about that thing, like your mind has been forced to be focused on that particular thing, to have those particular thoughts about whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, that you end up manifesting it because your thoughts create your reality. And like, yeah, so for me personally, I just found the law of attraction very stressful, again, because like I said, it's as if you're putting your power into something outside of you. I felt as if like I am trying to like plead with the universe that like, please, I really, really, really want this thing, like, can I have it, kind of thing. And it just puts all the power outside of you. And for me, and for what I want to teach him on this channel, is I want to empower people, one, to learn about the law and the law of assumption, and to also just to realize that you have the power to create your reality. Like, you have the power of your mind and your thoughts to create what you want to experience. And that's it. Like, you don't need to stress about something outside of you deciding that you can or can't have this particular thing. Like, you just use your thoughts, focus your thoughts on a particular thing, and then you end up manifesting. You end up manifesting and experiencing that particular thing because you focus your thoughts on it. Another thing for me when it comes to the law of attraction is, I mean, when I was learning about the law of attraction, I only ever came across the law of attraction. I feel like the way it's taught is as if you're only manifesting when you want that car, you want that amount of money, you want that particular job, you want that particular thing. Like, that's the only time that you're manifesting. That manifesting is just this like special technique that you can use when you want certain things. And there's a lot of focus on the fact that, yeah, like, you're only manifesting when you want good stuff, it's only good things that you're manifesting, etc., etc. And when you learn about the law, or you learn about the law of assumption, you come to understand that you're responsible. Your thoughts and your assumptions and all of that is responsible for both the good and the bad. Like, even if you're in a current situation right now that you don't find that desirable, understanding the law and the law of assumption, you come to realize that it's just your thoughts that have put you in this particular situation, and that's okay. And I say that from a point of power, and this is what I want people to understand, the message that I want to share. And yeah, what I want people to realize, I want people to be able to empower themselves enough to realize that, okay, do you know what? I'm in a current situation that I don't like, that isn't desirable, but look at it this way. If your thoughts got you to this particular place that you don't like, or this particular scenario, or your relationship with money, or just whatever it is, if you are in this current place now because of your thoughts, imagine where you could be if you just decide to change your thoughts, focus your thoughts, and direct your thoughts towards things that you actually want and you actually want to experience. Like, come on, like you have the power in your mind to focus your thoughts on particular things, to the same way you're dwelling on these like negative things or these things that you don't want, and then you're experiencing them. If you start dwelling and focusing on things that you do want, and acting as if in your head, and using your thoughts in your mind and directing your mind towards the things that you do want, you can have it. There's literally no reason why you cannot have it, apart from you directing your thoughts and you directing your mind towards the thing that you want. I think another thing with the law of attraction as well is that because it's so heavily like technique focused, and it's okay, like this technique manifests for you. For some people, they're like, oh, well, I tried this technique and it doesn't work, manifestation is not real. When in reality, it's not the technique that is manifesting for you, it's your thoughts and your focus. So you'll learn and you'll come to understand, when it comes to the law of assumption, because it's not the technique, you can't put the responsibility on the technique to manifest for you. It's just about your thoughts. If you're doing that particular technique, I have nothing against using techniques. Like, if you want to use a technique because you think it's going to work for you and that's what you resonate with, then of course do that. Me personally, I don't necessarily want to put my power into that particular technique. I have used techniques before. I have spoken about techniques on my channel and stuff like that, but I will always say to you that it's not the technique that manifests for you. It's your thoughts and your mind, and the technique just allows you to focus on that particular thing. But understanding the law of assumption, you will just realize that if you're like doing that particular technique for a certain amount of time, or doing it for 10 minutes in your day, but then you're spending the rest of your day focusing on the lack, focusing on fear, focusing on the fact that you don't have that thing, affirming to yourself that you don't have that particular thing, etc., then you're not going to get that particular thing. And that's where I feel like with the law of attraction, it can be very, I just feel like it can be very stressful. It takes the power away from you. It puts the power into something else. And that's not what I want. That's not what I want for you guys. Like, personally, I want to share the message, and I want to spread it to as many people as I possibly can to understand the power of their mind, the power of their thoughts, and that you can create, like, that you do create your reality, and that you can create whatever it is that you want. Like, that is the message that I want to put out there, and I want to be able to share with people. I also like, because for me personally, I feel like this whole like manifestation stuff and whatever, I feel like the word manifestation and manifesting can make it sometimes sound like it's this special thing that, again, you only use at certain times, and that you're not always doing it, and that it's just like this special little thing. But to me, and from my own understanding of it, I literally just think manifesting and manifestation is just how our minds work. Like, that's just it. Like, this, yes, it has this name that can sound a bit like, you know, this special thing. I don't know what other word they could use for it, but I genuinely just believe that this is how our minds work. Like, this is just how it works. That is what your mind is there to do. Like, we're here to forget who we are, find ourselves again, and then to just experience this world and create our experiences from our minds. And I want as many people as possible to understand that, to realize that, and to be able to create whatever you want. Like, there's no reason why you can't have it, apart from your ability to be able to focus on the thing that you want in your thoughts and forget the outside circumstances. Like, with the law, you come to understand that if you're currently experiencing something that you don't want, you don't like, etc., the same way that you get to what you do want, which is focusing on things, dwelling on particular thoughts, etc., directing your mind, you got to that place that you don't like by doing that exact same thing, by having certain assumptions about whatever that situation is, having certain assumptions about it. And how I want to empower people, and I want people to understand, is that it doesn't matter right now if you are currently in a situation that you don't like the way things are going, etc. You just have to use your mind. Like, you just have to use your mind, use your thoughts, but become disciplined with yourself to get whatever it is. Like, and the thing is, it's so simple and it's so easy, almost to the point where it seems too good to be true. And I feel like maybe that's why, like, even me at the start, and why a lot of people are more drawn to the law of attraction, because we're conditioned and we're brought up to believe that things have to be hard, or like you have to do so much to get particular things. It seems a lot more easier to understand, or at least to accept that, okay, so first of all, I have to do particular techniques to get what I want. I have to do it 3 times a day, twice a day, whatever. It's also something outside of me that is allowing me to have this particular thing. I feel like that can be a lot easier to accept, rather than just understanding and accepting that it's literally just your thoughts. And I feel like sometimes, because of the ways that's like we're brought up in society, the way things are, the way you're taught from school all the way up, is that things need to be hard and you have to do XYZ to get things, that when you hear that it's literally just your thoughts that create your reality, it seems a bit like it can't be that easy. Like there has to be more to it, and there's not. Like that is literally it, and that's what I want to share with you guys. I want to be able to guide people and help you guys to create the life that you want. You are all conscious creators, whether you are wherever you are fully aware of it right now, or later down the line you will be. You are a conscious creator. You are an amazing manifester because you have manifested everything that you've experienced. You manifested that stuff, and all you did was use your mind to get there, and that is an amazing thing. Like it couldn't be more simple. So yeah, if you are more into the law of attraction, or the law of attraction resonates with you more because it's techniques and all that kind of stuff, then by all means, like I don't have any issue with it. I don't think it's bad or whatever. It's just, for me, it's not something that I resonate with. It's not a message that I personally want to share. And of course, I love you, but this space would not be the space for you. But there's loads of amazing people that talk about the law of attraction and share that message, and that you might resonate with that, and that's good. If you want to understand how to use your mind, how to use I say use, it's something that you've been doing all the time, so it's more about just guidance on that particular thing, then the law of assumption, read Neville's books, come watch my videos, come hang out with me, whatever, and we are going to consciously create the lives that we want. Another thing as well, I feel like with the law of attraction and with the law of assumption, it's just a name. Like for me, the way I understand it is like, it's the same way that you can't change gravity because one set of people and one group of people have called it something else and also teach it a different way, compared to another set of people that have called it something else and teach it another set of way. Gravity itself is not going to change because it's taught one way by one set of people and it uses this name, compared to whatever. Like gravity is still going to stay as gravity, boo. Like gravity ain't changing for no one, regardless of what you call it, the way you teach it. And to me, that is just how the law is. Like the law is not going to change because it has one name, which is the law of attraction or the law of assumption, and it's taught a different way. Like to me, the law is just the law, and it's just that your thoughts create your reality, and what you focus on and what you dwell on, you will experience. And now that you are, or you're becoming more conscious of that and you're more aware of that, you can take more responsibility in that fact, and you can consciously create the things that you want, rather than before when you might have been, you might not have known all of this stuff and you were unconsciously creating things without you realizing what you are doing in your mind. So yes, I want you all to know that you are all amazing conscious creators. You are amazing people, and there is no reason, apart from you being able to direct your mind and focus and direct your thoughts, for you to not have the things that you want. Like you create your reality and you can experience whatever it is that you want to experience in this world. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see all you beautiful people in the next video.